Let's talk about the library. Are you the type of person that wants to study in the library, maybe amongst your peers in a social environment? Or do you prefer to borrow the books and then take them home with you and do all your work there, maybe within the privacy of your own room? It raises the question of the two types of students. One is the lightning-fast student. In class, they'll answer all the questions before anyone else. They'll leave as little homework as possible for later, and then they have more free time. Or the other student, and oftentimes it can be a good student, that they feel almost as if there's pressure. They feel nervousness, like who might be watching or thinking what about them. Then they'll participate, but they'll leave more work for later, for homework. And then within the privacy of their own home, they can do more of the work and try to figure out the problems, the material in their own way. No matter which approach a student has, there are weaknesses on both sides. With the students that do fast work in class, they probably won't want to spend so much time studying. It goes along with less homework. They'll study enough to understand the material, to do well on the test, but what happens if there are more advanced questions? They might not be sure how to answer those. Or, on the other hand, with the students that leave more work for homework, their day looks like this. Study and work hard in school, and then go home, and it just continues, and then it's time to sleep. So all the time they're working, they don't have time for leisure or hobbies. They feel like their time is not for themselves. So their sense of satisfaction decreases. Luckily, both sides also have strengths that we can combine into a super approach to studying. It is said, how you prepare is how you perform. In this case, the preparation is studying. That's crucial. There's no way around it. Now, in my opinion, the most important part of studying is not so much the review as the preview. So after class, you have written your homework. Spend a little time. It doesn't have to be too much. You can flip ahead in the book a page or two and see what the next lesson will be about. So when you get to that class and the teacher presents the material, it's not all new. You can engage with it more easily. Then that class will be like the second study session. And on the other hand, there's the classical review. After you've written your homework, you can look back at the lesson that was just finished and try to explain it, almost as if to another person. So this way you're figuring it out for yourself. When you understand it, you're basically done with all your studying. You're ready for the exam. In class, we might have other thoughts in mind, but we have to set those aside and look entirely at this material before us, trying to figure it out the same as we would do at home on our own, but just there are other people doing the same in class. Here, I would make a comparison with athletes playing a sport. How many people will watch in the audience? They might have to take the game-winning shot. They have to drown out the noise, whether it cheers or boos, and give 100% of their focus and use their ability to score and win the game. It could be that we are given a question and we're not sure exactly how to handle it. But much of the information is actually given there. It's like signs along the road. You can drive to the end of the continent just by following the signs. You don't have to know exactly where you're going. Step by step, you can get to the answer. You can take a moment. You don't have to give an immediate answer. Try to find the answer for yourself, the right answer, and then take a second moment to formulate it well. When you have done your job studying, you come to class a lot more prepared and you can participate on a higher level. Now everything starts working well for you. You can do your best in class, then you go home, you make good work of studying, all leading to an excellent grade. Here at Storytalk teams, we love learning. Studying is not just a chore to us, we want to make it fun. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe and we can go on learning together.